everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of my vlog. Last week we went over some comebacks in week 3 of the NFL and we looked at how my profits are doing. This week I'm gonna go over my performance coming into week 5 of the NFL and also check out my profits. And I also have a new challenge that I'm going to be doing with you guys. You guys can either follow along with me or join me. It's totally up to you, but it should be extra fun and I'm super excited. So before I get into any of that stuff, just be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. That way you never miss any new content that SBR posts. Now, let's get to it. We are approaching week 5 of the NFL, and in terms of my top 5 NFL picks, I'm overall 13-7. Last week I went 3-2, not too bad, but I want to do better than that. So to come back from those losses, the ones that I lost last week, who did I lose last week? I lost the Jaguars and the Bears. They didn't cover the spread, which is incredibly upsetting, but what are you gonna do about it? Last week, if you guys tuned in, I mentioned having a goal of $200, and guess what? I met that goal last week because I tried something new. I tried teasers. And for everyone that has no idea what a teaser is, basically a teaser is a parlay, but you adjust the spread, that way it's more in your favor. And basically you're like buying points because the odds will change, but you're still making a big profit. So last week I had a $50 risk and I won $200 because all of my teams covered. And again, a teaser will put it more in your favor. So that's why I love teasers, because not only it's not more in my favor, they're really fun and I can win a lot of money from it. So last week I had a 5-team 6-point teaser, meaning you're adding 6 points to the spread. Very simple. Coming into week 5 of the NFL, I'm gonna tell you guys what my next teaser is. You guys can join me on them and like go along this journey with me, or you can just watch me and see if I win or lose it. So for the first teaser that I have for week 5 of the NFL, I actually had Monday Night Football for week 4, and that was the Chiefs -5, and that one they covered. So that's out of the way. Now I just need 4 more teams. So I have the Rams -3, the Cardinals -1.5, and the Cowboys -3.5, and finally the Seattle Seahawks -1. So that's the teaser that I have. And again, I'm gonna risk $50 this week, and that way I can win $200 hopefully. That being said, since I met my $200 goal last week, I'm gonna set a new goal, and I kind of want it to be a little bit more challenging. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set a goal of $1,000 that should be met by week 8 of the NFL. So coming into week 8 of the NFL, that's gonna be like coming into the month of November. So I wanna finish off the month of October with my goal of $1,000, okay? So that's it. One thing I need to point out, for those of you that had no idea what I was saying with the odds, meaning I said Kansas City -1, Kansas City Chiefs -5, -110. If you have no idea what the 110 is, well, we have an odds converter for you guys. So it's very convenient. I tend to always have this up on my phone because my friends like to use decimal odds. And sometimes I have no idea like what they're saying, or I don't want to do the math in my head. So I pull up this converter and I just plug it in, and voila, I have my US odds. So it is SBR's odd converter. We don't have like a direct link to there, but it's on our website at sportsbookreview.com, or the most convenient way, just go to Google and Google SBR odds converter, and it is your first link. Now I'll show you on my computer. So say I always do the US odds, so just plug in my US odds -110, then everything will pop up. So you have your decimal odds, fractional odds, implied probability, and you also have Hong Kong odds, Indonesian odds, and Malay odds. So if those apply to you, then you're in luck, right? Great tool to use. You can pull it up on your phone, highly advised. Okay, well anyway, back to the NFL. I just love the NFL, and it comes off to be more fun to bet on the NFL just because I know more people that watch the NFL than the UFC, and I feel like that's just overall, I feel like a lot of people are more into the NFL. So like when I'm with my friends, we always have like the red zone up on the main TV, and then we'll have like our computers or other monitors up like around it with the specific game that we want to watch. So it just gets really fun. And when it's you and a group of friends that have like the same bets, it just adds to more fun, because especially with the teasers, like last week with the teasers, me and my friends had it together, and it was just, I can't even put it into words. It was just really fun because we had that one team left and we just needed a certain amount of points and it covered, and it was just like a huge deal because we all won money. So that's a good thing. While I have it up, I've also noticed, no. Did I notice that? Anyway, so just to help me with UFC, like sometimes, like if I'm not sure of anything, just because I have less experience in the UFC than I do the NFL. And if I'm unsure about anything, I like to read about what other people think, just because that way I have different types of opinions. I can like just lean in a certain direction, if that makes sense. I like having discussions with people, basically. So what I do for that, I'll go onto Twitter. I love Twitter. I'll just talk to people on Twitter. People DM me. I'll just discuss with them like certain fights or even NFL games. Another thing that I like to do is go on Reddit. Reddit is super cool because you have opinions from literally anyone. People are out here saying wild things, and I think it's highly entertaining. So check out NFL Reddit. I very, very recommend that. Another thing I like to do is go to the SBR forum. It's cool because the SBR forum has like all the sports you need, and it's just in like different sections, and it's like everyone that's into that specific sport, they're in that forum page discussing everything. So you can see what everyone's talking about, and there's a UFC forum, and I'm always on the UFC forum. So if you want to discuss UFC with me, please go on the forum with me and talk to me, okay? I highly recommend talking to me on the SBR forum. I share a lot of things on there, and I just like to also read about, again, people's opinions on certain fights. And I can tell you that quite often I disagree with what people say, and sometimes I'll lose, but it's okay. Like, it's okay to have a disagreement. Sometimes I'll just read things and not say anything just because I feel like I don't really have anything I need to say to them. I'm just reading, like, yeah, I agree with you. Oh, I don't really disagree with you, but I'm just not gonna get into it. So SBR forum, highly recommend. It's pretty entertaining, so check it out. Well, that's all I have for episode 3 of my vlog. If you want to check out more of SBR's picks content, then it's just sbrpicks.com. If you specifically want to check out SBR's NFL content with Donnie, Kyle, Flash, with all of the guys, then we have a special hub page for that. It's sbrpicks.com/NFL. And it's the same with UFC. You can find Dave on there. It's sbrpicks.com/UFC. All great content. And also be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. That way you're always notified about new content, new episodes regarding everything, all right? So be sure to come back next week for episode 4 of my vlog. I'll see you then.